will have human-level AI by 2029. What does it look like when an intelligence is a billionfold more intelligent than humans? AI is the most incredible and most powerful tool humanity will ever create. How do we make sure that that artificial superintelligence is aligned with our interests?
So is AI going to kill us?
Yeah. So let's dive in. I've just finished a whole sequence of AI interviews on my Moonshots and Mindsets podcast. You know, my opinions are evolving. I was 5 years ago of the opinion, and still am, that AI is the most incredible and most powerful tool humanity will ever create. You know, Sundar said it's more valuable to humanity than fire and electricity. It's true. And I think AGI will give us fusion, will give us longevity, will give us cancer cures, will give us everything we need. And it will create that utopian state. The challenge is between here and there. And so let's parse AI into three segments. Today, everything up until today, I would say AI has been amazing, very little downside, great upside. And if AI froze today, if GPT-4 was the best that we ever had, or Bard and such, I would say amazing. You know, it's great. But we're going to continue to improve it. And there's an AI arms race going on. And we're going to see AIs coming online that are going to be used by humans for dystopian purposes, right? And so it's really a year from now, over the next decade, that is for me the period of concern. And it's not about the AI doing dystopian things. It's about the use by nefarious characters, right? We're going to see the U.S. elections in 2024. Mo Gaudat, who was the chief business officer at Google X and wrote an amazing book called Scary Smart that I commend to you to read, calls the U.S. elections patient zero in the equivalent of a pandemic. Like, we're going to see a lot of AI trying to cause a lot of disruption around that. So that's concerning. It's deep fakes. It's a post-truth world. We're going to see AI take down a power plant, or AI take down a Wall Street server, and so trying to cause havoc. And we're going to start to put laws in place and create white hat AIs that governments and companies use to counter that. And we'll get to that virus-antivirus balance. But it's the 10 years ahead that is the most concerning for me. Now, what happens after that? You know, Ray Kurzweil's prediction is that we'll have human-level AI, or AGI, by 2029. Others are predicting by 2025. Whatever it is, it's near term. And after we have AGI, we have what you might call as ASI, artificial superintelligence. So what does it look like when an intelligence is a billionfold more intelligent or a trillionfold more intelligent than humans?
And what would be the difference between artificial general intelligence versus superintelligence?
It's a spectrum. Okay. I mean, I think people typically would call AGI the moment when it's human-like, right? It has an IQ in the 130 to 150, but it very quickly, because AIs are self-programming, they can improve, add resources, get better, consume more information. And at some point, it's superhuman. And do you call it super duper human after? I don't know. It's just, it gets better and better.
Yeah.
So the question becomes, how do we make sure that that artificial superintelligence is aligned with our interests? And that's called the alignment problem. There's a lot of people thinking about it. Sam Altman and the team at OpenAI just announced they're putting their top team on the alignment problem. Elon is building his own AI right now.
Yet another thing.
Yet another thing. And at the end of the day, how that AI is born and raised is everything. In his book, Scary Smart, Mo tells the story of Superman coming from Krypton and landing on Earth. And he lands in Kansas, and he's adopted by the Kent family, a very moral, ethical, loving family. And he becomes a good superhero. In an alternate universe, he landed in the Bronx and was picked up by a crime lord and became a supervillain. And so how we raise these AIs is everything. And people need to realize that we are its parents, right? It is being born and nourished on everything we've ever tweeted and posted and put in our websites, all our digital flow of information. And it's also been fed on the extremism and hate speech and all of that. So how do we raise that AI to be loving and caring about humanity? And I think a lot of it is the training sets it's trained on. And so that's a lot of conversation going on right now. The final point, I think, is I believe that the more intelligent the system is, the more loving and respectful of life it is. I have to fundamentally believe that. Our job right now is to help train those ASIs and to make sure we minimize pandemonium in the next decade and show people the way through.
So get through the next decade, we're good.
I don't want to be flippant about it. I think there is going to be, anytime there is a revolution, and this is a revolution, there is, you get from laminar flow to turbulent flow.